last year, the African penguin moved from endangered to critically endangered. There are 10 years left. Functional extinction is predicted at the current rate of decline to happen in 2035. Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Nupen. I am the research manager and the ranger project coordinator at SANCCOB. We are based in Cape Town. SANCCOB is a rehabilitation center. We have a seabird hospital where we admit injured, oiled and sick seabirds. And we've been very involved in historical oil spill responses. It's quite difficult as a rehabilitation center to watch sick and injured seabirds come into the hospital, whether they be oiled, whether they have injuries or something to do with people like fishing hooks or being hit by a car. And so SANCCOB has grown in terms of its advocacy to try and change policy and legislation to improve seabird well-being. Historically, one of the biggest African penguin colonies was on Dassin Island. In the mid-1800s, when people realized you could use bird guano as a fertilizer, there was a white gold rush. People came from all over the world to collect seabird guano. That substrate was their natural breeding habitat. And not an island was left untouched because that fertilizer was being sold for a lot of money back in Europe. So they would naturally build burrows into their guano. For over 100 years, they've been breeding in suboptimal conditions, in open nests, so they're under physiological stress when they're trying to breed. Their breeding was interrupted by harvesting of their eggs for many decades.
Enjoy the birds, there's some seals swimming around. Maybe the whale will come back. My name's Alan Collinge. I'm the captain and owner of Cape Coast Expeditions, and we do eco-boat tours to Dassin Island. Currently, the African penguin's population is critically endangered, and my tours are just kind of bringing the average person out to see them, learn about their hardships, and bring awareness as to what everyone can do so that we can try and bring back their population from extinction.
The most recent counts at the end of last year were under 8,000 breeding pairs. What that translates to is approximately 25,000 African penguin individuals in the wild. It is less than 2% of the historical population is what we have left of African penguins.
The current problem that they've been experiencing, which is contributing to their collapse in population even further, is commercial fishing. Now, penguins only eat sardines or anchovies, and when the commercial fisheries come around and use their current methods, which takes everything away, the penguins are left without food, and they have to try and swim further to try and fill their bellies and their chicks' bellies. And often they'll come back empty-handed, which means they don't have food for their chicks or themselves, and this can lead to the chicks starving and the penguins, actually the adults, becoming exhausted and starving themselves.
SANCCOB was involved in litigation against the South African government in partnership with BirdLife South Africa to try and establish appropriate no fishing zones around penguin colonies, especially during the breeding season. As of March this year, those closures were successfully put in place around the 6 biggest African penguin colonies, and this was part of what initiated the De Hoop New Colony Project, where SANCCOB works together with BirdLife South Africa to try and establish a new breeding colony where we know there's higher food availability. We work together with BirdLife's seabird team. They reintroduce penguin chicks that we have raised here at SANCCOB into the wild, and it has been successful. Those birds are going back there to breed, and they're finding enough food to survive. It's not all doom and gloom, so please do come and visit us at SANCCOB and go and see wild penguins in their breeding colonies, because it's always a fun day out, and these birds are really iconic and special parts of our culture and of our ecosystem. So the more people that care about them and want to change the outcome, the better.